good.
Um, so I said a word that I'm sure maybe, for lack of a better term, pisses you off. I used the word former world champion. Obviously, that fight, the first fight with Conceicao, was a close fight that I know most people, and I was there ringside as well, thought that maybe your hand should have been raised that night. Just go back to July and just give us your thoughts on that fight.
Yeah, farmer sound crazy. Farmer sound crazy for sure. But nah, man. The fight was easy. It was. I didn't see what the judges got it at, but man, it I don't know, man. The fight was easy for me though. It was.
Looking back at, 'cause I'm sure. I mean, did you watch the tape, or you maybe couldn't bring yourself to even watching it?
Yeah, I watched it one time. I
Well, and
watched it.
I mean, what did you think any differently than what you were doing in the ring that night, or was it much of the same?
The only thing that I seen, it's the only thing I seen I could have got a little bit more active as far as let my hands go in certain situations more. But you know, how I felt in the ring when I looked at it, that's how it was. It was easy.
And I'm sure you still are. Before that fight, and before we hit record on this, I told him I've known you a long, long time, and you've become a much different fighter. A guy who fights with a ton of confidence, especially the 12th round against Martinez. The fight against Nova was a terrific fight for you. Did you feel that even though you didn't get your hand raised in July, that you still have that confidence? You're still on that roll that you've been on for the last several years?
Oh yeah, for sure. Um, you asked that question again?
I mean, like, you didn't get your hand raised. Your confidence level. Do you still view yourself as an invincible champion?
Oh yeah, my confidence level went even higher.
Okay.
It went even higher after the Conceicao robbery because it just like I was telling the last interview, it just made me freer. I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to be perfect and it, and then I went out there and I fought one of the best fights I felt like I could have fought, and I got robbed. So now it's like I'm free, and it's been showing it in the gym and sparring. You know what I mean? Everything just been it's been great. So I don't know. My confidence is way higher than what it was.
After going 12 rounds with Conceição, obviously you've been in there for 36 minutes with it. Is it easier to prepare for a fight knowing you know how hard he hits, maybe his movements? Is it easier to prepare for a rematch because you've gone 12 hard rounds with him?
Yeah, for sure. Rematches have always been good for me. I had a lot of them in the amateurs. Once I see you, or once it's over with. Like I got your number, so it's gonna be the first time that I'm able to get a rematch in the pros, and I think it's gonna be fun, man. I think it's gonna be real fun.
Because of what happened in July, do you feel, and you mentioned the word pressure, do you feel maybe the need to either really put a beating on him or knocking him out to make sure that you can take this fight out of the judge's hands?
I don't got no pressure on me. My I'm just telling myself to go out there and work and have fun. Cause long as I work, long as like what my mind state at now, I wanna do certain things. You know what I mean? So nah, ain't no pressure. It's just pressure for me to go out there and have fun and go to work. Like put the work in. And
I
you
know.
gotta remember, I'm happy for adversity. Like I get happy. I get like a rush of energy when it gets to adversity and shit and stuff like that.
It, how from where you've come in life, and I know you've been through it. Like I said, I've known you a long time. You've been through it to become a world champion. Have you ever, thought, wow, all the adversity, and how much is that all the adversity you went through help you come fight night?
it's one of the biggest things for me. It's one of the biggest things for me because like it the adversity made me know I'm supposed to be here. Like I'm here for a reason. So I take it into every fight. Even like I say after that loss, like I take it in and it just fueled me. Like it just fueled me to go harder and to prove people wrong and prove that you know what I mean everything wrong. So it's just yeah, it give me that yeah, let's go. I'm built for this.
Last two quick questions. I know obviously you have a tall task in front of you on November 2nd, but just announced was Emmanuel Navarrete and Oscar Valdez rematch. Should you become victorious on November 2nd, will your eyes kind of turn towards maybe that fight for a possible unification fight?
Oh yeah, for sure. My eyes is my eyes glued on that after this. That's gonna be like I said, we gotta handle business first, but I'm gonna try to be in attendance for that and everything.
What do you want to say to the fans in closing? And also, how does November 2nd end?
You got Big Shock in the building. I see y'all November 2nd. We gonna go in and put on a show. Um, all I can say is we trying to come in and make it lights out. That's it, man. We just watch out.
There you have it. He says, watch out with Shockey Foster. Thank you for a few minutes of your time. We look forward to seeing you on November 2nd, the Turning Stone Resort, Verona, New York. Best of luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Brody. Two
Thank you.
time